Are we going? Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Jacob Hamilton. I'm a junior here at Campbellsville University, and I'm going to talk to you about agents of socialization and how it has shaped me and just made me the person I am today. These are the different types of socialization that I found in the book, and there's just different ones. It's your family, like just your family can, just persuade you to do things or just shape you. Your peer groups, like your friends, just the activities you do, or just people you hang out with and what they do, you tend to do. At school, you can have your classmates influence you, your teachers, and your professors. At work, you can have coworkers, bosses, and sometimes, in rare circumstances, your customers can even influence you in a way. Your religious affiliation, you can have a pastor, you can have a youth group, you can have a youth minister, a deacon or elder, if you're close with one of them. Yeah, that's just about it for that one. But you have your government, which is just your affiliation, like your political affiliation, and just your beliefs or views on the world and what you think is best. Then you have your mass media, which is your news, television, radio, and social media, and anything else that you just see on the internet or anything. This is how the socialization has shaped my beliefs and just values. It's hard work. Like, I didn't really come from like a very difficult high school or anything, but like just with sports and everything that I grew up playing, that nothing's really like given to you. You have to keep working hard, or you either won't get a chance to play, or you just won't really get the scholarship. If you're looking for a scholarship, you won't get that. I did grow up in a like really church like driven family. Well, not really church driven, but like we went to church every Sunday, and we tried our best to just be in anything we could there, and just put your trust in Him. Like He's the answer to all your problems, no matter what it is. Leadership, that usually just comes from like my dad. He was at every athletic event that he could be at, and just seeing him like lead at work and lead just in the house and everything. Whatever you do in life, just make sure you're happy. It doesn't matter where you're at or what circumstances you're in, as long as you're happy, it's the right place to be for you. Be nice to everyone. Just simple rule of thumb for everyone, pretty much. You just need to be nice to everyone. You never know when you'll need them. You never know when they might be your boss one day. Don't have hard work. Pretty much, don't have others do your work for you, because you're not getting the benefit that you should, or they're getting more out of it than you are. You're not getting what you need out of it. So, yeah. These are just internalized norms that are just kind of like normal in my society or normal in my life. Kind of like what Mead and Cooley said, you have to identify yourself through one's social interaction. So like you have to put yourself in the views of other, like how they view you is how you kind of like view yourself. So this is kind of like norms that are just in my area that I feel like I'm a pretty nice guy from my area, just from like seeing these, where everyone is like this, is how they act to me. No matter where I'm at, if I see someone, they always speak to me first, or if I speak to them, like they're more than willing to hold a conversation, just talk to me about whatever I need to talk about. Sometimes people do things that you don't like, and this sort of second what it comes from. It's just always be nice, regardless of what they've done, even if it's to you or to some or a loved one or something. That stuff's in the past, so just leave it there, and just respect them and be nice to them, because maybe something they did was just what they wanted at the time, but you never know. Kind of leading to that, just be respectful to others is the same thing, pretty much. This goes back to the slide previous to this one too. Even if you are by yourself, you still need to work hard. Just not an excuse to just lay over and not work as hard as because you're by yourself, because everyone has to be a loner from time to time. It's not that big of a deal. And then the same thing, just don't let others do your work, pretty much, because you're not getting what you need out of it, and they're getting more than you are. So, yeah. This is happened to through social networking, how it's expanded or limited. I think that for me, it's definitely been limited and expanded in different ways. Limited, just social media and just social network in general just kind of bores me, so I'm never on it that much. Or I try not to be. I try and set like limits on my phone so I can't be on it. Yeah, but I feel like that could be bad at time to time because like I never know what's really like going on in the world unless I see it on the times I'm on. I feel like it expanded just. I feel like just growing up, like I made a lot of friends, and that's how I like got in touch with them and just see how they're doing, or they ask how I'm doing, or just getting to like meet new people, like with running, people from different schools that I grew up with. It's just a great way to stay in touch and everything. Throughout life, like with socialization, these are the things I've got into. I got into basketball and baseball because all my friends played, and that's what my dad grew up playing, and my mom. But that's just what I started playing whenever I got older. Well, whenever I was younger, just to pretty much like that was the big thing in our county. So then I just started playing. I started running to get in better shape for basketball. And my parents never ran. Like we didn't have cross country track when they were in high school, but they had it when I was there, and I started doing that. Fell in love with it. Ended up not playing basketball or baseball later in high school. My major here is exercise science, and then go on to graduate school for being a PT or physical therapist. If you don't know what PT is. I chose that because my junior year of basketball, I got hurt, and I ended up going to physical therapy for like 6 weeks, I think, and I loved every minute of it. I had a great physical therapist that got me back. Didn't have to go for 6 weeks, but I was supposed to. Ended up going for like 2 or 3, and then called it a day. But I loved every minute of it. I loved going there. I loved seeing the people. I loved seeing different athletes and just being like an athletic background. My physical therapist actually ran, so that was kind of cool. I got to talk to them about just, like their personal best and what they did in high school and where they went to college. But other than that, yeah, pretty much done. Hope you all enjoyed the presentation. Stay awesome. Call me.